She arrived in Canada from the UK with her single mother when she was only 2 years old. When her mother married and her younger sister was born, it seemed that life would be perfect. That is, until her new stepfather showed his true colors. From early days, she learned to hide the bruises, laugh away the deep emotional scarring. It began when she was 5, and in what seemed like the blink of an eye, she was on the street, drug addicted and working as a prostitute. She was 19 years old. Her name is Amanda Stoller. Many of her earliest memories are of violence and fear at the hands of her stepfather.
I've been touched in places I shouldn't have been touched. I've been hit. I've seen things that I shouldn't have seen. I can always remember trying to take care of my sister. I was like being an adult at a very young age.
By 17, Amanda was drinking alcohol, experimenting with drugs, dating older men. Soon, she was addicted to cocaine. She dropped out of school and started working as a prostitute to feed her growing addiction. And then one day, Amanda found herself pregnant. When her boyfriend took off to party, she left her infant son with her mom heading back to Vancouver, telling everyone she wanted to get help. She was in and out of multiple treatment centers trying to get clean and sober, but nothing worked. And then she learned she was pregnant again. Desperate to get her life back on track, she left her newborn daughter with her mom, packed up and moved to a detox center in Kamloops, where she finally got clean.
I met Scott, and Scott was super quiet, really handsome. We started dating. He had a nice big house, and I ended up getting pregnant, got married, and then I had another son, and it was just like, I got to be a mom.
After 7 years of stability, Scott relapsed and started using drugs again. And before long, the pain of life knocked firmly at the front door, and Amanda was using it. The money went, the house went, the boys went to her mother, and the marriage was over.
When they sold the house, there was like needles everywhere, and it was just really sad. Yeah.
Destitute and desperate to use, Amanda went back to work, supplementing her income as a prostitute with drug trafficking. Her drug habit ballooned out of control. She barely weighed 90 pounds. What happened next was inevitable. She was arrested for drug trafficking and sentenced to 4 long years in prison.
So now what? How do you recover from that? How do you build from that? You almost feel like you're nothing.
Amanda was released from prison and sent back into the real world with no support, no direction, no recovery plan. She was 42 years old, overwhelmed, lost and tired of her hard life on the streets. She met a man who wanted her expertise on growing pot, and she agreed to help. His grow operation was hidden deep in the backwoods, and once they were there, he refused to let her leave. When she tried to get away, he started beating her, over and over again. Unimaginable abuse, smashed in her head, punched out her teeth, pulled out her hair. This man was so cruel, he chewed off her toe. He threatened to hurt her family if she tried to escape. She could see no way out. But at Christmas, she received a package from her sister. Inside was a cell phone, a card, and some money.
And then he passed out because he drank a lot. And I threw his truck case in the snow, and I kept looking over my back, and I was running. My sister met me at a hotel in Kelowna, but I'm detoxing from the alcohol, and I looked like I've been tortured. I remember I was in my sister's bedroom, and I was covered in feces, and I'm detoxing and puking, and my niece and nephew were out there. And I said to Leanna, I'm gonna go for a walk, and she started to cry, because she thought I was gonna go. And I said, no, I promise I'm coming back. So I started walking, but I started running, because like everything was painful. Everything has always been painful.
A simple act of kindness completely turned Amanda's life around. Her younger sister, the baby she used to shield from the horrors of abuse, was now offering her a safe place to heal. It was the relief Amanda had been searching for all those years.
And then she took me to some AA meetings, and that was the deal. Like, if I was gonna live there, I had to go to AA, so AA became my job.
With the help of her sister and her mother, Amanda slowly started building a life. She never really had a job, so she started volunteering at a local recovery center. Then she moved into doing outreach for different organizations. She got herself an ID, a bank account, and she started running regularly. When she was ready, Amanda went back to school to earn a diploma in addictions community support. Today, Amanda is a Canadian certified addiction counselor and is currently employed as a coordinator at the Matsqui Abbotsford Impact Society. Many other treatment centers have benefited from Amanda's hard-won experience. She regularly speaks to groups large and small, sharing her story to anyone who needs to hear it. Amanda has reconnected with her children and continues to work on the relationship and on making amends for the years she missed.
First, I want to thank Helena for nominating me and always believing in me. I'd like to thank Dr. Rob Baker in Kamloops, my addiction doctor. I'd like to thank Dr. Alison Granger-Brown, always cheerleading me and walking with me from the first day we met in prison, publishing books together 15 years later. I want to thank Jessica Cooksey. Thank you, Jessica, for never letting me water down my story so I can stand in my truth and share the power of that truth. I also want to thank Jane and Tracy. At the beginning in Kelowna, the two women who were my lifeline. My best friend Kalita, my ride and die chick, Mary, Angelina, Sam, Angela, Darlene, Tracy, Tammy, Marnie, Marisha. Let's never forget who's gone missing, murdered, lost, and stolen. I want to thank Angie, Jeremy, and Michael, my amazing kids. It's been a long, hard walk coming back into each other's lives. I'm always humbled and full of gratitude, especially when we are together, so blessed for second chances. I also want to tell my oldest son, Terrence, we love him and hope he finds his way back to us as we all miss him. My sister, Leanna, I want to thank you for sending me the message that saved my life. My mom for being the most courageous, resilient woman I know. We all have a story, and I've just been blessed to have mine heard. Thank you again for this amazing award.
This is Amanda Stoller. This is what survival looks like. This is what compassion and caring and hard-won experience looks like. This is what a hero looks like. This is Amanda Stoller and her incredible courage to come back.